How's everyone doing? It's Mask here, back with some Maplestory M. Now today let's take a close look at the guild system in Maplestory M. Now we have, at the moment, I think our guild has 27 spots, perhaps 28. And obviously, like any other guild, you can invite or kick members from the Manage Guild tab. It might look slightly different, not from a guild leader perspective, but that's fine. You have your requests to manage. Now, there's a guild bullets in here where anybody can post, and it'll save up to 100 posts. It's sort of like a permanent chat system, or a more lasting chat system for your guild. And I actually wasn't fully aware that normal members could post on here, but they can. And this actually allows you to leave a lasting message for your guild, because the guild notice section here is very character limited. It's really not useful for just about anything. Now, one of the harder parts about the guild in Maplestory is going to be choosing your guild emblem. There are, I would say, like a solid 1,000 emblems to choose from. I didn't make it too far down the list. I was like, this golden wing looks perfect. Let's do it. But I'm sure some of you guys will be spending tons of time scrolling through that menu trying to figure everything out. Now, aside from the members, inviting, kicking, managing the people who are actually in the guild, you have guild skills. Now, these are really cool. You have Meso acquisition rate increase. This is going to increase the currency drop for everyone in your guild. Now, at level 1, it's 0.5% at level 1. And it goes up by 0.5% every level. So that means at level 10, this is actually going to increase your Meso drop rate by an entire 5%, which is pretty significant. That's 5 Mesos every 100 that you pick up. Now, an experience acquisition rate increase. And this one we actually had quite a discussion on whether this would be our best choice to invest into first as a guild. I did leave it up to the majority of us. We had a conversation about it. Obviously, this is identical to the Meso acquisition rate increase, 0.5% every single rank you increase this by. So you can get a bonus up to a bonus of 5% extra experience just from this guild skill. And next up, we have the physical/magic damage increase buff. This only increases it much less than the first two. It's 0.1% physical/magic damage increase per level. So if you have this at level 10, you have 0.1%, or sorry, you have a 1% bonus. It's a 0.1% bonus per tier. At level 10, you're getting a 1% bonus physical/magic damage increase. I mean, that one is definitely smaller and less significant, but still gonna have an impact on your damage. If you're hitting for 20k, there's a bonus 200 damage. Yeah. Unless I just totally NA failed that math. I'm gonna leave it. You guys will let me know, I'm sure. Speed increase. This one's kind of cool. 0.5% per tier. So you can get up to a 5% speed boost just from your guild skills as well. And the buff duration, I mean, it's like I don't quite understand buff duration. I assume that it's a permanent buff duration. Like this is quite long. That I'd have to find out when we actually unlock it. General store discount. Now this is going to be the Meso store. So it's a 1% per tier discount on the things you're buying with Mesos out of the store. So that's going to be your potions. Actually, let me just jump into that store really quick. Ooh, and this is the menu I'm going to get to in just a second. So you have HB potions, different tiers of MP potions, and in miscellaneous we have a return scroll to the nearest town. Gold leaves. So things you buy with gold leaves. It doesn't look like it gives you a discount on these because it did just have a picture of Mesos in it. That I'm gonna have to find out. And Mulung, these we have none of, so I don't really have to worry too much about it. But this looks like quite the intense shop we have going on here. A quick side note, if you guys have made it this far, gold leaves look like you get tons of them. They look like they are a dime a dozen when you start the game off. But do not get baited by that and try to save them. You need to save your golden leaves for later. Your gold leaf income is going to disappear the second you get to the later levels, 100 and up. and you're really going to want to hold on to them and save them for later in the game so you know exactly what you want to use them for. So save those gold leaves. Don't blow them right away. I know it looks like we're getting a ton of them, but just hold back on the gold leaf spending. So let's jump back into the skill menu here. We have, so general store discount. Those are all the things you can get a discount on from that. But this, I would argue, this is absolutely the best skill to focus on to start your guild off. Guild member increase. So you can increase your guild by up to 10 additional members just by leveling this skill up to max. It was a pretty easy argument here that someone made. It was the more members you have, the more people that are leveling up and doing their dailies, and the more guild points you are earning, the faster your guild's going to continue to rank up, and then you're just going to get more skill ups naturally after that. Now, this guild skill system does have a pay-to-win factor. As a guild leader, I could buy a bunch of crystals and spam these skills up with this. It looks like we have a level up tab with the crystals on the right here. Now, I feel like just naturally over time, we're going to rank the guild up. So it's more just a speed. It would more simply just be to speed up how quickly you're going to get to those tiers. They're going to come eventually. But I highly suggest you guys focus all your guild SP on guild member increase. More people in your guild, the bigger your community is going to be, the more people you're going to have to do things with, and the more XP your guild is going to get on a whole. We're already guild level 5. You earn guild XP every time anyone in your guild levels up, every time they complete daily dungeons. It's pretty much, you pretty much earn guild points. Actually, let's go over to our member page here. So guild points. The guild points directly relate to the amount of guild XP that you're receiving from any given member. So it's not completely level based. As you can see, this level 81 has more points than level 85. And in fact, our highest level person in our entire guild, Akiria, at 93, because Akiria just joined today, has only they've only gained 595 points. So it matters. It's based on how much content you clear and how much you play the game while you're actually in the guild. And you don't bring it with you right when you show up. It's just while you're in, staying active. And this makes it more encouraging for you to keep people of all levels in your guild. As long as they're active, clearing all the daily content and playing, they're just as good as anyone else. They're going to get you just as many guild points and help level you up and max out these guild skills. Of course, that's just about everyone's focus early on. So this brings us to the coolest part of the guild so far. This is the thing we're all doing together right now. The guild banquet is currently open, and you get there by clicking on Guild Hideout and going to your Guild Hideout. I can't currently move there because we are already there. So let's check out the Guild Hideout. That's where we are right now. You can't use, oh, I can use teleport in here. That is cool. I didn't think that was possible. What I can't do is use buffs. So the Guild Hideout is this cool little throne-like room. And while the banquet is in session, you guys can see it says Guild Banquet in session. There's 2 minutes remaining. This is a 30-minute banquet. And in that time, you gain experience passively every couple of seconds. I feel like it's every 10 seconds. The time frame doesn't matter. I mean, it's how much you earn in total. This is all that really matters by the end. But as you can see, I'm getting 6,497 experience passively every 10 or so seconds. And that you basically get that amount of experience is related to your level. The higher level you are, the more experience you get. So it's more or less a set percent of your max level that you're going to gain by being in the banquet. By sitting here, I've gained 2.1 million so far. We've got 2 minutes left. A lot of everyone who's a higher level than me will have gained more experience from this banquet. But this is a really cool thing you can do with your guild once every single day. You're going to want to organize it. Definitely post up a guild announcement. Maybe even put it on both your guild notice and definitely put up one of those guild posts we have available. Make sure everyone on your bulletin, make a bulletin post. As you can see, I said banquet at 11 p.m. EST tonight. That's why everyone was able to show up. And it looks like, I feel like when I started this, I was about 20% into this level. So I've gained about, I would say, 80% of a level. Now, maybe 70% of an entire level in this half an hour just sitting here. Truthfully, it doesn't actually feel like the best experience. I probably would have leveled up more just by questing, but the quests are going to run out eventually. I feel like this is still totally worth taking 30 minutes to do a guild banquet. And I mean, the way we're doing it is I currently have a Discord channel set up. Or actually, it's just the Discord you guys have in the description down below, the one on my YouTube or my Twitch that we use for everything. And we've simply created a section of it just for Maplestory, and also a section inside that only viewable by us legendary members, and we're all hanging out in there. Or we're just we're hanging out in the regular Maplestory chat. So while we're hanging out for the 30 minutes, getting free experience, we're all just laying back, talking to each other, getting to know each other. It's all about building that community feel in Maplestory that makes it more than just a mobile game where you kind of just play and maybe talk to someone once a day. No, there's like 25, 30 people in this room right now. We're all hanging out. This makes it feel even more like an MMO and not just a mobile game. Anyhow, that is basically everything you need to know about guilds. A full rundown of guilds in Maplestory. When your guild ranks up, it does look like your head count increases as well. I don't exactly know the tiers at which that's happening, but I highly suggest focusing those skill points on those extra members. More people, bigger community, more fun, guys. Now it looks like our banquet is finally finished, so that's gonna be the end of this everything you need to know about guilds in Maplestory video. Thanks for checking us out, guys. Make sure to grab my Facebook and my Twitter from the description down below. That's how you're gonna know when new content's coming out, when we're live on Twitch, and I'm hoping to go live shortly after this. It's time to jump into all the dungeons. That's what I'm gonna check out next. So stay tuned. I'm definitely gonna try to make some content about the dungeons as well. Thanks again for checking us out, guys. Smash that subscribe button and stay classy.